Uncensored, unfiltered, unhinged. It's the Karel Cast. Listen daily on your favorite streaming service.
Hello, my lovelies, and welcome to lunch. I, of course, am Karel, and I'm here in my kitchen. And I don't know why I'm talking this way, other than I saw Julia Child on HBO Max, and I feel that we should all speak this way in our kitchens. Now, today we're going to spice it up. Forget your coconuts, you've got your poblanos, or you've got earrings, or whatever you'd like. We are going to spice it up in the kitchen and make poblano peppers with a cumin-infused rice and some refried beans, all right here in my lovely kitchen with this adorable bit of textured vegetable protein. Don't be afraid of the big words. Big words can't hurt you, only small minds. All right. We've got some onion, we've got some cumin and some chili powder and some raisins and cilantro. We've got the peppers and the lime, we've got some corn, and we've got some tomato paste, some lovely tomato paste. And then we've got some rotel. Rotel is delicious, sort of tangy tomatoes and green chilies. It's white people salsa is what it is. It's salsa for white people. And so we've got that to spice things up. And we're going to do it all right here in my kitchen as we celebrate being alive and being a vegan in 2022. What a joy! What a pleasure! Oh my God! What a time, huh? We are in the kitchen. We are making. I'm basically just hungry. I'm hungry, so we're going to be making some lunch. The first thing we got to do is we got to brown the peppers, honey. Okay, you're going to see me holding some equipment here too. We got to roast the poblanos. Oh yeah, we're going to do it over here in the Brava. Okay, I'll cut to this camera over here for the Brava, because the Brava's been preheated to 500 degrees, honey. It's hot in there, okay? It's almost as hot as it is in Las Vegas right now, truly. So we're going to use the Brava. But first we got to get the out of the oven. I use my oven for storage because I basically do not cook in it anymore. And we get some olive oil here. Hi, olive oil. And we're going to take these two poblanos and we're going to rub them, honey. See these? Ooh, yes. We are going to drizzle the oil over it, it says. I wrote myself some notes because I can't remember to expect everything. I'm old. But I know it says to drizzle the oil, but I like to take it, right here, we'll do it on this camera down here. I like to take it and put the oil on it and then massage the pepper like the phallic green marvel that it is. Don't get yourself too excited unless you're my age, and this is the most massaging of anything in this shape that you've done in a while. But whatever. So here, ooh, slippery little devil, isn't it? Ooh. So put this back down there. And I think I'll just channel that voice from now on. Why not? Pour some more olive oil on top. Oh, you can never have too much oil. Oil makes things slippery and makes it go in and out smoothly. What are we talking about? Anyway. Okay, so these are rubbed with the oil. We're going to put them in the Brava or your oven. You can use an oven. I ain't going to be all classist and elitist. I mean, if you ain't got a Brava, you ain't got a Brava. Preheat your oven to 500. Okay, just get something up to 500 degrees. Okay, anything. Whatever you can get up to 500 degrees, honey, get it there, okay? Now, you don't peel or dice the poblanos yet, okay? I'm going to sprinkle them with a little salt. My doctor said it was okay to incorporate a little back into my diet. Aren't I so gay? I keep my salt, my Himalayan sea salt, in a marvelous teacup that my niece Heather gave me for Christmas or birthday or something. Sprinkle with salt. Sprinkle your poblanos. Sprinkle them with salt, oh yes. There they are. There's your poblanos. Be sure you ask your grocer, do you have poblanos? Please. Now, into the Brava. In, come with me. Into the Brava we go. Woo! I don't know what video you're watching right now. Into the Brava, in and in. And press the green button. Set your time. 7 minutes. Let's make it 8. Roast them away. And away it goes. Oh, by the way, the Brava has a roasting feature for peppers on it. I just going old school. Okay. So like we got other stuff to do now while that happens. And reason I'm up in here for lunch and showing it to y'all is I was reading the headlines and it was really, 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 really getting me down. Okay, it was. It was really, I was like, oh, holy crap. And what was getting me down was that, you know, once again, Republicans are blaming mental illness and blaming this, that, and the other thing for the shooting in Buffalo. And it wasn't any of that. It was hatred. It was hatred propagated by outlets like Fox News. That's what it was. Everyone knows what it was. So why, you know, that's part of the problem is that we can never really just tell it like it is, can we? I mean, we really can't. And like it is Fox News has basically radicalized a whole bunch of white Republican idiots who hear it all from their parents, by the way. I just want you to know that. You know, this 18-year-old, I bet his mama was watching it on the TV. We're also going to microwave. Yes, microwave, I said, an ear of corn, because it cooks in the microwave in like 5 minutes. It's very easy to do. I love it. So we're going to do that, too, for lunch. And, you know, and how could people not notice? How could all that? I mean, who knows? I don't know. All I know is that, once again, we got a shooter shooting. You know, that's what we have. Once again, a shooter shooting. And I don't like it, and you don't like it, and I don't know what to do about it, and you don't know what to do about it. So until we can figure out what to do about it, let's cook, okay? So over here, we'll have a cooking cam. How about that? That'll be fun. Over here, we will start with some oil, some olive oil, because I don't know about you, but I need a safe space nowadays, okay? I do. I need a safe space where I can go and you know, be safe. Don't y'all feel the same way now? Because we're not safe in the grocery store. There's been so many killings in the grocery store. We are not safe in the grocery store. So we are not safe in the grocery store. So what are we supposed to do? I don't know. What am I supposed to do with this camera? How am I supposed to cook and hold the camera? All right. First, we're going to start by browning some onions. Let's just get the onions going. What did I do with my... Here it is. Okay, we've already sliced up the onions. This is about half an onion, but it was a huge frickin' onion. I mean, it was a big onion. So it's really like a whole onion. But can you ever have too much onion? The answer there is no. So we're going to slice up the onion. We're going to throw some salt with my gay little salt thing here. Slice up the onion. Put in some salt. There we go. And we're going to mix this about like we're doing the hokey pokey. How about that? So there we go. Oh, a raisin got in there. Oh, who cares? You know. Little fried raisin. Nothing wrong with that. So we got the Poblanos in the Brava. We got this going on over here. What else did I add? We're going to cook that until those are done, about 5 minutes. That way they get all nice and sweaty and cooked. Some people are afraid to cook their onions enough. They'd be like, that's enough. No, you got to cook the onions, honey. Like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Cook them, but don't cook them on too hot a heat. You know? Don't get all rambunctious with the heat. Just keep it cooled down. Well, that's pretty decent heat. So yeah, so I'm depressed. That's why I'm in the kitchen. I'm depressed because something's got to be done. Like for so many things. And it's not being done. And the headlines, you know, it's a typical split. Republicans going this way, Democrats going that way, and where are we? Effed up in the middle. That's where we are. And there'll be another mass shooting here like, well, probably today, tomorrow. And I'm not being, you know, flippant about it. I mean, there probably will be another mass shooting. Like right away, like soon. By the way, this dish ain't hard to prepare. Ain't. Look at me. I went to college, briefly. This dish isn't hard to prepare. If you really want these to caramelize, by the way, you'd sprinkle some sugar on there. It doesn't say to. I could. Why not? I'm young. Give me a little sugar. Give me a little sugar from... I mean, my God, the whole world's going to hell in a handbasket. I can put a little sugar on the onions. They're already so sweet, but like me. And so we got that madness going on, and it's madness. When you think about how many people have been killed in grocery stores, cooking takes on a whole new, I mean, truly. And how, I reiterate that the only country in the world who says we can't do anything about guns is the only country who hasn't done anything about guns. That ain't good. That ain't right. What are you doing down there anyway? This camera is all at the wrong angle. Now that I'm stirring. Oh, I need to get something to refry the beans in. Look at me acting like I ain't got to refry beans. All right, so I'll take this pan here. Who makes this one? Calphalon. I love the Calphalon. So we'll take that one there. And now refried beans are basically what? Beans that have been fried. Beans that have been fried. And so that's what we're going to do with the beans that have been fried. And do you see these onions just sitting here cooking? I mean, I ain't over stressing about them. I just let them cook. They're onions. What do they got to do with their life except cook? So let them cook. Let them cook, let them cook, let them cook. Christmas will be here soon. And are we even going to feel like celebrating? All my friends got the COVID. Hannah thinks she got the COVID. David and Toby got the COVID. Everybody's getting the COVID. I do not yet have the COVID. I do not want the COVID. Please do not let me get the COVID. All right. So our Poblamos, if we look at the Brava here, we only got about 90 seconds yet left, but I think they're nice and roasted. Roasty toasty. We want our Poblamos to be roasty toasty, and they are. Lordy be. See, there's a camera right here. I can just see right inside. Ain't that something? So there's just all this madness going on, and no one's doing anything about it. And, what are you and I going to do about it except sit around and go, well, that's life, ain't it? That's the way it is. That's just the way it is. And it is. It's just the way it is. And some things will never change. And so what do we get? We got all these people, we must change, we must change. I will be 60 years old in a few months, like 6 months. And all I have heard most of my years is how much we all need to change. But you know what else I have not heard is when we going to do this change. We all know we should change, but the question becomes, when are we going to do this change? Because change, they used to sing about it. I was born by a river. A change is going to come. That's a huge... I was born by a river. I'm doing Patty's version. Just like the river I've been rolling. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gonna come. What kind of changes come when 10 black people being killed up in a grocery store just because they're black? Ain't no change there. It sounds pretty southern to me. Sounds pretty white America to me. These onions smell so good. Holy Jesus. They're just cooking. Cooking. Oh, my peppers are done. Oh, sweet Jesus, things are coming together. Don't you wish they were? Don't you wish they were? And so what do? I go into the kitchen. What do y'all do? I mean, this is healthy. But I'm cooking a good lunch here for y'all. What do you guys do? Ooh, what's here? Ooh, look at that. All roasty and delicious. They could go a little more. They really could. I could see those roasted a little more, but they're good. Okay, I'm going to set them out. Ooh, they're hot. Hot peppers, honey. Oh, yes. All right. Well, so what are we going to do? Well, we are going to affect the change, Karel. Yes, we are. Well, maybe we are. But before we do that, we've now got to add the tomato paste, cumin, and chili powder to that pan. Cook 2 more minutes and then stir in our fake meat and then cook a little more and then throw it all with the raisins and the rice, which we've already made the rice. And that's that. And then refry our beans. Ain't that something? Ain't that, see? See how easy lunch can be if you just want to do it right? So now into that we're going to take the tomato paste. Throw the tomato paste into the pan. Just hurl it, really. Hurl. Tomato paste. What else? Something else. Do I write it down? Cumin and chili powder. Here's our cumin. 2 teaspoons of cumin, which is a fair amount. Cumin. Gonna have some for the beans too. And then a little less chili powder because my doctor said to watch out. It literally is just ground up chilies, by the way, chili powder. Let that cook for a minute. Just let it cook. All right, let it cook. Then we're going to stir in the protein. I mean, we'll let it go. Oh, it smells of wonder in here. It just smells of wonder. It smells of delicious things. I'd like a little wine in there. I would. Should I splash a little wine in there? You know I should. I just want a little. Come on. Don't hate me. Ooh, now if you smelled that, you'd be like, you didn't do wrong. No, I did not. Mix that about. Ooh, that smells good. See, I can defeat all the horrors in the world by just getting in my kitchen. Okay, well, let that cook for just a second. If the chili powder can get to you when you cook it and you heat up chili powder. Okay, so I've just put some oil in there in a hot pan, and I put some beans, and I put some cumin, and I put some pepper. And I put a dash of salt. Salt. They'll start to fry. All right, this is cooked. Now, notes please. Protein, and then the raisins. It's protein. Look at that. Now, the protein can be Beyond Meat if you want. It can be walnuts if you want. It can be just about anything you want. After all, it's your lunch. I use textured vegetable protein because it takes on the flavor of whatever you're cooking. So since I sensed this flavor is going to be delicious, and it is, I thought, well, just use that. Look at that. Let that cook around for a minute. Where's my potato masher? Here it is. Get your potato masher and come over to your beans. Pay attention to your beans. Mash them up. See? Starting to look like refried beans, ain't they? You can add just a tiny bit of water. Just a tiny bit. So let them keep cooking. Let that keep cooking. Everything keep cooking while the world keeps turning. While the world keeps turning. So yeah, that's what's happened in the news. The other part of the news, other than me cooking lunch for everything. Oh yeah, I've got the corn going in the microwave. Just so you know. The other thing out there that's really going on is the divorce trial of Johnny Depp. And can I just say we've all sunk to new lows in caring anything about this, just at all. So we're going to have to open these peppers, by the way, remove out the seeds, and then stuff with the filling, and then we're going to bake for 5 more minutes in the oven. That's how we finish it off. So we will stuff those after we remove the seeds. We'll bake it in 5 minutes. I'm about to add a half a cup of rice over here, a little more, to this. See how easy this has been? You've done it with me. I know the lighting hasn't been the greatest, but I didn't know I was going to do this today. Really, I didn't. And this GoPro is just such a grand thing. And anyway, so we mash up the beans. Mash, 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 mash. Here we go. You know, they used to use pig fat up in here, honey. We got the pig fat. We've got the pig fat. All right, I'm opening the rice. Look at this rice steamer. Look at that. Look at steaming rice. It's 19 hours since I've cooked that rice. Look at that perfectly cooked rice. Don't you have rice just at the ready for yourself? Let's take a cup. We need a cup. Cup of rice, cooked. Alrighty. That's like a third of a cup, half a cup uncooked. Okie dokie. Now for fun, I'm going to add a little Rotel into here. Just for fun. And the raisins. And cilantro. Reserving some cilantro for garnish. There we go. Stir this about like it's the hokey pokey. And if you don't think you have enough raisins to your liking, then put more. It's your world. Do what you want to do. Oh, it's dark in here, ain't it? Oh well, who cares? I've got to cook. It ain't dark in here really. For the camera it's dark. And so again, this is plant-based. It is delicious. The planet loves me for it. My body loves me for it. It's a crap ton of food. I know I'm supposed to eat it all myself, but I just don't see how that's possible. Now you can taste this now, because this is going to taste, you know, pretty much like. Now by the way, I'm adding some cheese to the top. I have some liquid mozzarella from good old Miyoko's. Let's see what this has come together to mean. You could stuff a pepper with this, other than this one. You could stuff a green pepper. I bet this is going to taste good. Oh! Sweet Jesus. Well, this has certainly turned into something yummy. Mash your beans. Mash them. Work your beans. Then you should taste your beans. Taste your beans, young man. Taste your beans. Lord, sweet Jesus, I've done it. It's all turned off now. Turn it off. Turn off your beans. Okay, let's come over here. Come over here. You come with me. Do you hear me? You come with me. I want you to be with me. Here. Okay. Alrighty. Now we're going to go over here and do what they said to do to the peppers. Because we like to follow directions. Well, what they said to do. I didn't. I just looked up different things on the internet and came up with this myself. So the they is me here, I guess. So I guess I can't make a mistake. Well, that's pretty cool, huh? No mistakes because I'm the one coming up with it. So there we have that. That's okay. So now we got to gut these peppers and put them back on that tray after we stuff them. Cover them with a little mozzarella. Bake them for 6 more minutes at 500 degrees. And then eat them. Consume them with some refried beans and corn. All right. Bake more. Keep it going. Got to keep it hot. Hot. Give it all you got. All right. Now, you can leave the stems on the peppers if you want to. Because you're, I don't know, weird. Because you think that stems on peppers are cute. I don't know. Again, like I said, it's up to you, really. I do know, though, that's all turned off, right? Yes! Okay. I do know we have to slice open the pepper. As if we were delivering a baby C-section. Oh, by the way, when you roast the pepper, peel the pepper. It's going to peel, the skin's going to peel off. So peel it off. See it? No one wants that on their pepper. Peel that off. It's like peppers are wrapped in a marvelous little skin. And I want you to peel that marvelous little skin off. It's one of the reasons we roast it, to help get that skin off. And if you roast it to where it's all black, this just washes off. And it retains all the flavor of the roasting. Don't worry, if I peel off the black. No, you're fine. It'll still taste like a roasted pepper. And besides, you're not going to get it all off. But you want most of it. It's almost like I said, a plastic wrap on your pepper. Get it off. Icky, icky poo. God, I wish I had a Lomi. There's this thing at compost for you. Oh, and now I need to get these seeds. Get the seeds. I cook these. Oh, I should have. Will cooked seeds grow? There's a question I bet a lot of you don't have the answer to. I'll look it up later. They may, if you dry them out again. You want to get all the seeds out, every bit of everything. So just open up your pepper as much as you need to get all the seeds out. There, I gutted it, washed it, and removed all the seeds from it. Isn't that great? That is great. So now, let's get our pan here. There's some oil left on it, which is good. Splay these babies open. And let's take our filling and let's eat some of it. That's so good. You're like, well, it should be. You're eating it. I am, and it is. All right, so let's take our spoonfuls of yummy goodness. Let's hope this doesn't fall for camera. I made more than it requires. And then you can close this up, you know. And if you have toothpicks, this would be a great time to use them. There we go. I don't have any toothpicks. I ran out. Because how often do you buy them, really? That scared me. That was the GoPro turning off. So now all you guys get is a view of the food. I guess the GoPro tends to get too hot now in this case, so that's a problem. This medium odd case. All right. Save that for later. Well, we're back to one camera. Oh well, that's okay. That is quite all right. So, you know, I could use a little more in there. There we go. Okay. Ooh, baby. Look how good that looks. So, now what I want you to do is take your Miyoko's pourable mozzarella. And I know that you all have Miyoko's pourable mozzarella, right? I mean, I know you do. Shake it first. Shake it like a Polaroid picture. And pour it right over. Oh my God. Oh my God, as Adele says in her song. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Oh. I wish I had I have a skewer. I could use, I'm inspired. I have a skewer. Don't you? So why not just skewer them together? You probably have a skewer. Oh, look at that. Kebab. Okay, back into the Brava they go. I'll give you a video of those when they're done. You don't have to wait the whole 6 minutes with me, although it ain't that long, is it? God knows I could blather. You know, yesterday I wanted to tell you that you're okay, and that in this moment you're okay. And you are. But I also didn't want to... the beans are good. I also didn't want to downplay any dramas or any problems any of y'all may be having in your personal lives. I know we all have our challenges, and many of us are not okay right now. But what I'm trying to say is, okay, I have to be vulgar here, okay? I want you to bleep this if you're sensitive to language. But last night I was watching, I guess, The Staircase, or maybe it was a movie out of Canada called Hyena Road with really racist depictions of Al-Qaeda and all that, you know, Taliban. When I say, I don't mean of the Taliban, who cares how they're depicted, but of, you know, just regular Afghans or whatever. But a really hot lead, forget his name, Peter something. Anyway, There's a very gross line in it that I've already said 3 times today. It must have stuck with me. And the guy was like, look, we can't, we're not going to win this. We don't have what we need to win this. And the guy says, you piss with the dick you're given. Or for a woman, I guess, you would change the anatomy, but you'd get the same sentiment, which is you use what you got at the time, And that goes for being okay. You be as just okay as you can at the time. All right, I'm going to stop, and I'm going to do dishes and get ready to serve lunch, and you'll eat it with me. Okay. All righty, I can hear the ting, 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 ting. Oh, my God, they're gorgeous. Just as I thought they would be. Just as I'd hoped. Just as I dreamed. And this skewer was a great idea. Or we'll see if it was. A skewer and a spatula. Don't be a fool, Chucky. Don't be a fool. Oh my God. Look at that. Could you ever? Could you die? Could you die? Look at that. Oh my God. Oh my God, Becky. There we go. That's lunch. Let's go. Oh, cilantro. Cilantro. Oye, como va? Oh. Well, Becky, ain't that something? Bon appetit from Maison Boulet and Karel.
Make your device a whole lot smarter. Get the Karel Cast app free at the App Store of your choice now.